hour and a half to set up. It needs to be like, it needs to take us maximum half an hour, because if you have actors on a set, you cannot make them wait for an hour and a half. They're not going to wait that long. Yeah.
We set up more than we actually recorded and used the equipment.
And I feel that although some people were missing today, but I just feel that we were kind of all huddling around one place. Like if you see that one thing isn't kind of like, if it's, for example, if like a cameraman, I don't know, lighting is really, really struggling, firstly you'd have to sort it out with Eli and try and do that. And then you talk to the director and if it's okay for the shot, and then cinematographer if it's okay for the shot. If not, we can't have everybody huddling around that to fix the problem. So that's how trained you need to be in whatever you're doing, so you can find a solution for it. Yeah.
Punctuality.
And that's it.
Some of you were late, some of you weren't early. Some of you should just be there 10 minutes before when you're supposed to be there to set up and help yourself. Like, it's taking us so long to set up. You're wasting your time, you're not wasting our time.
And also, if you can't be there, you need to tell us. Because, obviously, we need to know. We did say to you, is it okay or is it not? If there is a problem, you need to come speak to us so that we know where you are.
Yeah, can I come in on that? Right, at the end of the first session, I said to you guys, right, there was some discussion, I think Ishwa said, let's meet back here at 1:30. And I said, 1:30, is that cool with everyone? No one contradicted me. It's not very professional, it's not very mature. It could be that people can't make it at 1:30, but don't go quiet. Because what happens is, everyone else turns up at 1:30, it's not very fair on them, and they're twiddling their thumbs.
I told them about my set.
But not everyone did. Why at 11, 12:30 did no one say it's not convenient? We had a discussion, right, we said, cool, 1:30, everyone was, yeah, thumbs up, cool, 1:30.
You also should know who you need to speak to about not being there.
Ishwa.
If you're not there and it's wasting our time, we're going to schedule it on your days off. We're going to start scheduling on lunch times and things. Like you can't, because you're wasting our time by not setting up on time. You're wasting our time by not knowing what scene's this. Is it daytime? Is it nighttime? We've had the script for like 2 months.
Yeah.
We're going to start saying, okay, we're going to do this at lunchtime, and if you're not there, good on you, you're going to fail this bit of the unit.
Yeah, we've got to fix up, guys. We've got to be ultra professional. Right, I'm saying there are going to be times where you can't make it, but we need to have grown-up discussion. Sorry, we can't make it, rather than just evaporate. Because what happens is that everyone wastes their time, which isn't fair on everyone else, and then they get bored and they get tired. So when it is time to shoot, everyone's tired and it falls apart. We've got to be on it. Because you have a limited amount of energy. I've been on these shoots plenty of times before. You have a limited amount of energy and you get very, very tired. So that's why everyone needs to be snappy.
And also, if one person's not here, so for example, if Isaac was not here, somebody else needs to know exactly, what his task is.
So that's possibly something that we need to reserve positions.
So for example, if Ramesh is not here, it would make sense if Eli stepped in, because he should know it, inside out.
Yeah.
You guys don't know the script either.
Yeah, okay, so the other day, what happened was when I was making a shooting schedule, I read the script and it was like, scene 2 was extremely short, it was just literally just her waking up. So then I had to put stroke, scene 3. But you guys, you were just like, oh, is it just, there was no kind of recognition of it. So that kind of shows you guys aren't very familiar with the script.
I think everyone, all departments, because I spoke to all departments, and people weren't familiar with especially the equipment, right? And again, you guys have had X amount of weeks, you should be knowing this equipment, right? So I think what you guys have got to do as a priority, Isaac wasn't here this afternoon, he's now behind on the learning curve. He hasn't sat in on here, he hasn't taken the shots, right? He's going to be behind. So we need to prompt Isaac, he needs to actually try and catch up with his equipment practice, so does everyone else. Right, you guys need, and I think Rehan and Hussein, it was good because I think you got some bit more practice with that equipment, and I think hopefully you guys are a bit more happy using it now.
Yeah.
More confident, yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Same as Robert, but I think Robert or whoever, I think between all 3 of you, because it may not be Robert all the time. Right. You need to get on that boom. You really need to practice. It's annoying. It's horrible. It's bad. It's a horrible job, but it's an important job. Yeah, so you got to get practicing. You guys got to be listening out, make sure there's no background noise and stuff like that.
And specifically Joshua, you did a great job today. But you know, there were some points where you were kind of, again, like holding one corner and the sound were having a bit of an issue. So what if I ever actually just to have a know what everybody's doing?
And I would say you did a really good job. You were on it. You were actually trying to organise people excellently, but avoid the temptation to get hands-on. Because you shouldn't need to get hands-on. You're an organiser, and if you're operating the camera, it means maybe another bit's going off.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is, the one thing to say is that these things do take a long time to set up. So even if you're super slickly organised, it's going to take you half an hour, 45 minutes to set the stuff up. Okay. Unfortunately, I think Rumesa and Eli got a little bit of extra flack because their thing takes even the longest I'm saying it takes the longest to set up, and it's the first thing that needs to be set up. So you probably were more in the spotlight, right? So it might have felt like, oh, okay, I'm getting more criticism than anyone else, you guys, right? But actually, everyone needs to fix up. It's just unfortunately you the first to set up.
Everybody needs to be everybody needs to be on the ball. Yeah. As an art person, you need to know probably what's happening in sound. And you need to know that, okay, this is a different shot, I need to get moving, I need to start moving things around. We can't be like, oh yeah, I'll do it. We can't do that.
Has everyone learned from this?
Yeah. This is the first time we've done it.
No, I know. Do you think you're more prepared for the next bit? Well, that's the most important thing that counts, yeah?
Okay.
So we need to take this forward.
That's right, just without having the storyboards and exactly knowing 100% what we're doing, I think.
Okay, let me
improvising. Let's just say improvising.
Yeah.
So I think as a team, I think we did pretty well.
We did well.
I think you mentioned more negatives than positives.
Guys.
It's because it's just the first day and we just need a bit more of and practice.
Okay, on lighting, I think lighting was really good on the fact that they were very up to date with everything, and they had the equipment, and it didn't take you that long to set up. However, how it looked to how you thought it would look, you need to experiment more. I think. I think you need to experiment with natural lighting quite a bit and how the wires need to be. I think the sound with Hussein and Rayhan were, I don't know what was going on, but I hope you guys learned a little bit.
I think there was a bit of a confusion with that sound team as well.
I think, guys, I didn't understand why there was tie clips and a boom
Yeah.
when there was 4 people in the. You need to think what's good for the scene. That didn't make any sense to me.
No, to record extra sound.
No.
You don't record extra sound because then it comes up bad when.
Actually, to be honest, that's.
You use 2.
No, you should do, because then you've got spare. Because if one of the microphones goes down.
No. I'm saying why can't we just use the boom? Why do we need tie clips for 2 people and then when there's conversations with other people, it was so confusing.
Right, this is down.
And we could overall use the boom and it would
It won't be as good. It won't be as good. If you want a professional result,
so we would need the tie clip and the boom.
Yes. Yeah. And then you've got 2 options. And if one of the tie clips doesn't work, which happens, right, then you can't be on the ball all the time. If one of the tie clips, the batteries goes, or it goes, you've got a boom. If the boom cuts out, you've got the. I mean, you'll always know where the camera's working, but you may not know where the sound's working.
Isn't it weird with 4 characters to use the tie
clip?
Well,
No, we've got 4 tie clips.
But
we've
can
got
you connect them all to the camera?
Yes. No, you don't. They're recording on a different.
Yeah, the audio roll.
So why did you guys not use 4 tie clips instead of the boom?
Because we thought the scene was initially for 2 people, though.
It was a dinner.
Yeah,
that
kind of stuff you need to clarify.
Yeah, I was asking though.
Right.
I know, but you guys need to know this is that, we're going to, basically, tomorrow, we're going to do a test with the equipment again. And if it doesn't go that well, in the afternoon, we're going to do a run-through of the script. Because I think you guys do not know what's this and what's that.
I think generally, what's good, you guys did apply yourselves. Rena came in this morning. I'm going to give you a big positive now. Right, Rena came in this morning and she was really impressed. She couldn't believe.
Negative things just put people down.
No. I'll come back to that in a minute. Right, Rena came in. She was very positive. She couldn't believe you guys were all working together as a team, and there was no arguing going on. She actually said some of the adult students could learn from you guys. So that's a big positive, right? However, don't get swept away on the positives, right? And actually, if you had a professional in here, they would slate you guys. Because actually, relative to the amount of time you've had for preparation, right, there's some serious negatives, because you guys should have been at least 70 or 80% more prepared.
But this is the first time actually all together put
Right.
like sound, lighting,
Yeah.
everything all together in one room, filming and like doing everything at one time.
No, this is
We've
true.
done separate preparations and like lighting it with a
Right,
bit
right.
of camera and all that, but we haven't.
No, this is true. It's the
Been in
first
one
time you've
room.
all been together, right? But maybe camera and lights should have been together earlier, right? Maybe sound guys, you should have recorded, practice recording some actual dialogue. You guys have just set up microphones. You haven't actually had characters sit down and practice recording the sound. Right? The same with the camera.
No,
I don't
we
think
did.
I've ever seen a character sat down there and it focused on
We
the
did,
face,
you read the
different
book.
shots. So, gentlemen, right? So what I'm saying is, you did a good job. You were actually pretty professional. You did actually work through it and actually worked hard to get it right, which is a good thing. And that's what Rena picked up on. That's a positive. We haven't finished at the same position we started. You guys have moved forward. We're moving forward. That's the main thing. But don't be complacent, because you've got to look back and reflect on this and say, actually, we did mess up a bit because we weren't prepared. Because with better preparation, it would have been slicker. Does anyone disagree with that? No. Yeah? So that's the big thing we need to take. That's the positive. Looking at the negative is the positive, because we can turn that into positive and take that forward.
Yeah. Andrea, is there anything as a director you would like to say about?
Art, I think you were very good visually, how you wanted things.
That was
However, could you be quicker? That's it. Just be like there, and but you made everything look visually right. Like everything needed to be in the right place. Directors, I think you guys have a very good knowledge of the script. However, when Janet or Isaac is filming, can you just keep looking? Because I think you guys were more like, you thought, because it looked good there, it looks good on the camera, but you guys, every take, you just need to look at the camera like, is it okay? But I think you guys have a good understanding of the script.
Yeah, and also, Ayla, you did a great job today with the call sheet, but I think just next time be on the ball with your actors. You just need to make sure just manage them a little bit more.
Right? Has everyone got a copy of the script?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have developed a new script and I'm going to give it to Andrea tomorrow. She's going to read
Right.
through it and
Right.
then I'm going to highlight all the changes and give it back to you guys. So yeah.
Okay. All I was going to finish up with saying, guys, please, can you overnight read the script, run through it again so you're more familiar with it?
It's like a story, guys.
Okay, but well done, you've all moved forward. Well done for working hard.